Yes, I salute you all. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. So, we are talking about the rights on land, basically in Land Law 1. So, rights above the space and rights below the space. So, when you talk about the rights below the space, those are automatically like minerals. So, when you talk about minerals, here, Article 244 clause 2, for it is explaining, it is saying that all minerals must be exploited, taking place in account into the individual landowner. The landowner will take account of the minerals. But Section 3 of Mining Act, it is explaining that the entire minerals and swamps must be in account of the government. Which means now the section of Land Act or of Mining Act, it is separating the landowner, it is giving the chance the government now to take over. But in this essence, the government taking over must first compensate the landowner in this way. There are minerals in your land, then the government is taking the possession. Now it should compensate you accordingly. Yes, that's what you have to put in mind. Now let's look at the above the space, basically the surface and above. Well, what do that mean? That yes, this is the land, the surface, but again, we have seen the people who've been building flats in the sky, meaning they build, yes, it is from the land down, but it is up in the sky. So you also have the rights above the surface, meaning in the space. Now, there is another thing that you have to put in mind, that however much you have the rights above the space, but it should not be beyond your enjoyment. Take an example. If the space, like where the planes pass, yes, it is below, it is above your land, but you cannot come and claim that those people, all the planes that are passing, they are trespassing. Let's see the case of Bernstein of Ley versus Skyviews and General Limited, 1978. So in this essence, in this case, the Skyviews flew a plane over Mr. Bernstein's land and took aerial photograph of his property from the above. What does that mean? So now, the claimant now claimed for trespass because these people had passed in his sky. Now he is claiming that they trespassed. But the court came in and made a decision and said, landowner does not own the air. Landowner does not own all the air above the land, but they own ordinary use and enjoyment of the property. That yes, you have your rights above the space, above the surface, but there are some limits where you cannot claim that someone is trespassing. As I've said, like the places where the airplanes passes, then you cannot come out and say, you know what, this is my land, so you should pay damages for the same. So in this essence, in the Skyviews case, Bernstein versus Skyviews and General Limited, Court said it is not trespass. Court said it is not trespass. However much these guys went ahead and made pictures, but it did not amount to trespass. So you have to put in mind that however much, yes, you have the rights, but you have the limit of enjoyment. You have the limit of enjoyment. Yes, you can build like 20 meters up, 100 meters up, but again, there are even some limit. Even if you're building, they say no, you don't have to exceed here. You don't have to exceed here. So you have to put in mind that when you look at the concept of condominium property, for it's where you find basically it is done in towns. You find people join and build units. You find it is a flat. It has like 7 flats, but all those flats are owned by different people. Every person is owning a flat. Another flat is owned by another person. In this essence, the person who is at the middle or the person who is at the top does not claim the area above him, and that person who is like at the between does not claim the area below him, because the condominium concept, it says if you hold your unit, like your unit is at the middle, then that's where you stop. Go and read. You will read the condominium property and you'll get to understand. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Stay blessed. Mtechechi Brighton is my name. Follow for more. Where you have a problem, you can comment. Thank you.